The Multiple Launch Rocket System, MLRS, provides the Army an all-weather, indirect, area fire weapon system to strike counter-fire, air defense, armored formations, and other high-payoff targets at all depths of the tactical battlefield. Primary missions of MLRS include the suppression, neutralization, and destruction of threat fire support and forward area air defense targets. The Multiple Launch Rocket System is a versatile weapon system that supplements traditional cannon artillery fires by delivering large volumes of firepower in a short time against critical, time-sensitive targets. Welcome to Temple. Top 10 Multiple Launch Rocket System. Number 10. The SR-5 Multiple Launch Rocket System is a recent Chinese development. It is a medium-range system. Mock-up of the launcher vehicle was revealed in 2012. The SR-5 is in service with Algeria, Bahrain, Venezuela, and possibly some other countries. Furthermore, the SR-5 can carry combination with various rocket pods. It can have one pod with 220 mm rockets and another with 122 mm rockets, making this artillery system more versatile. It is like other rockets might be introduced for this system in the future. The SR-5 launcher is based on Taeyan heavy high-mobility truck chassis with 6x6 configuration. Vehicle has a double cab and carries the crew of 5 men. It can stop and launch rockets within 5 minutes from traveling. Vehicle can leave firing position within 1 minute, which makes it harder to hit by counter-battery fire. Reloading is made by the crew within approximately 10 minutes. Reload rocket pods are carried by escorting cross-country truck. Typically a truck carries 4 pods, 2 sets of reloads. Reloading of any MLRS system usually takes place remotely from firing position in order to avoid counter-battery fire. Each SR-5 launcher can operate autonomously or in larger formations. Number 9. Development of the Pinaka multiple launch rocket system began in 1986 and was to have been completed in 1994. However, failure in development of critical components led to a 6-year delay in the introduction of the system. First multiple launch rocket systems entered service in 2000 and it is currently in a low-rate production. The Pinaka launcher has 2 pods with 12 tubes for 214 mm rockets. The standard rocket is around 4 m long and weighs around 275 kilograms. The standard rocket is fitted with HIFrag warhead. 8 types of warhead were to be developed, including incendiary warhead and cluster warheads with anti-tank and anti-personnel submunitions. It is worth mentioning that the Pinaka has twice the firepower and delivery range of the BM-21 Grad. The Pinaka's rockets have a range of up to 40 kilometers. Its SEP should not exceed 1 to 2% of the range. A further accuracy improvement is underway. It was announced that a 7.2 m long rocket with a maximum range of 100 to 120 kilometers is under development. It is capable of carrying 250 kilograms payload. These rockets might be fitted with guidance systems for better accuracy. This rocket was expected to enter service by 2012. Number 8. The BM-27 Uragan, Hurricane, multiple launch rocket system was developed in the early 1970s. It is also referred as the 9K-57. The Uragan entered service with the Soviet Army in 1975. Currently it is in service with at least 10 countries, including Russia. Launching vehicle of the Uragan artillery rocket system is designated as the 9P-140. It has 16 launching tubes for 220 mm rockets. A crew of 4 prepares this system for firing within 3 minutes. It might take up to 12 minutes to prepare this artillery system for firing, if position is unprepared. Vehicle leaves firing position within 3 minutes. Rockets can be launched directly from the cab or remotely from the launch vehicle, via a 60 m long cable. The 9P-140 Uragan, also referred as BM-27, is a 220 mm MLRS, multiple launch rocket system. Designed and manufactured by the Russian defense industry. The system was designed in the early 1970s, with development being completed in 1975. The BM-27 was first seen in 1977. The BM-27 is designed to engage any type of group targets, soft-skinned and armored vehicle and military and industrial defense facilities. The system can be used in conditions of enemy's application of the nuclear, chemical, bacteriological weapon at any time, during night and day in various climatic conditions at air temperature from -40 to +50. The BM-27 can be easily transported by railway or military transport aircraft. The BM-27 can be ready to fire in less than 3 minutes and leave its firing position after launch of rockets in 90 seconds. Number 7. The Astros II is a multiple rocket launcher of Brazilian origin. It was developed in the early 1980s by Avibras for Brazilian and export use. The Astros II is based on the Tectran family of armored 10T trucks. The launch vehicle has a launch installation on the flatbed which is reloaded with 4 boxes that may feature various kinds of rocket types. 4 jacks stabilize the vehicle in the launch position. The target coordinates are relayed from the command vehicle and the fire mission is carried out from within the vehicle. The Astros II launch vehicle may carry 32 127 mm rockers, 16 180 mm rockets and 4 300 mm rockets. The maximum range of the 127 mm rockets is 30 km while the longest range 300 mm rocket may reach up to 90 km. The small 127 mm rockets have a unitary warhead while all other models feature 20 to 65 dual-purpose anti-personnel and anti-tank bomblets. A 12.7 mm M2HB heavy machine gun is mounted on the roof for self-defense. The first user of the Astros II was Brazil. The majority of the Astros II systems were exported, mainly to the Middle East. The Astros II was extensively used by Iraq during the Iran-Iraq War and by Iraq and Saudi Arabia during the 1991 Gulf War. The Astros II remains available for production. Number 6. M142 HIMARS. The HIMARS fire control system, electronics, and communications units are interchangeable with the existing MLRS M270A1 launcher, and the crew and training are the same. Under contract to the U.S. Army, Lockheed Martin has delivered more than 400 HIMARS launchers to the Army, Marine Corps, and international customers. Since then the Army has fielded 11 additional battalions, in both active and National Guard units. The Army plans to field an additional 6 battalions. Additionally, the Marines have fielded more than 38 launchers. HIMARS carries a single 6-pack of rockets or 1 ATACMS missile on the Army's family of medium tactical vehicles, FMTV, 5-ton truck, and can launch the entire MLRS family of munitions. It was successfully combat tested in Operation Iraqi Freedom. HIMARS is C-130 transportable and can be deployed into areas previously inaccessible to heavier launchers. It also incorporates the self-loading, autonomous features that have made MLRS the premier rocket artillery system in the world. HIMARS has expanded its global presence and has begun to serve the international market, including such countries as Jordan, Singapore, and the United Arab Emirates. Number 5. The Lynx is a cost-effective multiple launch rocket system, MLRS, derived from a 6x6 high mobility chassis designed to fire any rocket from 122 mm to 300 mm. This full autonomous launcher can be reloaded in 10 minutes. The Lynx MLRS can be configured to carry a variety of rockets in 2 sealed pod containers, 2 pods x 20 rockets each. 122 mm Grad rockets with a maximum range of 20 to 40 km, 26, 2x13, 160 mm LAR-160 or Acular rockets with a maximum range of 45 km, or 8, 2x4, 300 mm extra rockets with a maximum range of 150 km. Besides, this artillery system can be launch platform for the Delilah GL precision attack weapon and maybe the Laura tactical ballistic missile which has a maximum range of 280 km. The Lynx's sophisticated fire control system has been designed to automatically identify the sealed pod container rocket to set firing properties accordingly. The high-on and off-road vehicle performance allows to rapidly change position to evade counter-battery fire. The Lynx is provided with a precise navigation system and state-of-the-art communications and computing for network-centric operations as an element of larger artillery formations. Number 4. The Chinese WS-2 or Weishi-2, Guardian-2, multiple launch artillery rocket system was revealed in 2008. It was aimed at export customers. Some sources report that a number of these artillery rocket systems were exported to Sudan. It is fitted with 6 launchers for 400 mm artillery rockets. This artillery system has got no launching rails. The rockets are fired from containers. Rockets are factory fitted and sealed and can be stored in these containers for years, as these do not require additional maintenance. Once all the rockets are launched, these containers are removed and replaced. A standard 400 mm rocket is 7.3 m long and weighs 285 kilograms. It can be equipped with various warheads, including anti-personnel, anti-armor or fuel-air explosive. These rockets have a simple inertial guidance system, but can also use Chinese Beidou satellite navigation system for mid-course guidance. There is also a capability to use terminal guidance for further increase of accuracy. At maximum range, rockets are accurate to 600 m. Maximum range of fire is 200 km. However, some sources claim that it might be up to 350 km. Minimum range is 70 km. The WS-2 artillery rocket system has a preparation time of less than 12 minutes from traveling. Vehicle is equipped with hydraulically operated stabilizers that are lowered to the ground before firing. The launcher vehicle can launch its one by one or in a single salvo. Number 3. Polonez, or Multiple Launch Rocket System, is a 300 mm rocket artillery system developed by Belarus. It consists of an MZKT-7930 vehicle with an 8-rocket launcher assembly assembled into 4 rocket pods. Each rocket weighs 750 kilograms and has a 200-kilometer range of fire thanks to inertial and GPS guidance. The launcher can fire single or dual rockets, and it takes 50 seconds to launch an entire salvo of 8 rockets. Each rocket can be targeted individually, allowing the Polon to strike up to 8 targets at once. Launcher is capable of single or salvo firing. It takes 50 seconds to launch a full salvo of 8 rockets. It is claimed that each rocket can be targeted individually, so the Polonez can hit up to 8 targets simultaneously. Polonez and other heavy artillery rocket systems are extremely effective against concentrations of troops, artillery, and air defense batteries, airfields, command posts and other area targets. Also, due to its claimed range of 200 kilometers, the Polonez can hit targets well behind enemy lines. This artillery system is operated by a crew of 3, including commander, driver and operator. Rockets can be launched directly from the cab, or remotely from the vehicle, by using a remote control unit. Each Polonez artillery rocket system is supported by an associated reloading vehicle that is fitted with hydraulic crane and carries 2 pods with 8 reload rockets. Reloading usually takes place remotely from firing position in order to avoid counter-battery fire. Number 2. The 9A52-4 Tornado. The 9A52-4 Tornado multiple launch rocket system will be Russia's newest universal MLRS and is designed as a lightweight and universal version of the BM-30 Smerch. The 9A52 Tornado has a single container with 6 300 mm rocket launching tubes. This MLRS can fire all currently merged rockets, including high fragmentation fuel-air explosive clusters with anti-tank mines, and a regular rocket usually weighs 800 kilograms. The fire's ranges from 20 kilometers to 90 kilometers. The 98,524 can fire rockets in a partial ripple or a complete salvo that can cover 32 hectares. In 20 seconds, a complete salvo can be fired, and the system can be reloaded in 8 minutes. Russian ground forces are expected to receive up to 30 Tornado G systems in 2012, replacing the BM-21 Grad. The improved Tornado S is being upgraded with the special GLONASS satellite navigation system used in the Smerch missile system. The Tornado S will have guided rocket rounds, enabling it to fire out to 72 miles, 120 kilometers. The Tornado S will have a longer range and increased effectiveness due to the use of new warhead payloads and a reduced launch readiness time of just 3 minutes. The Tornado G and S are currently going through state acceptance trials. Number 1. M270. Multiple Launch Rocket System. The Multiple Launch Rocket System, MLRS, formerly known as the General Support Rocket System, GSRS, is designed to supplement cannon weapons available to U.S. Army Division and Corps commanders for the delivery of a large volume of firepower in a very short time against critical, time-sensitive targets. The MLRS, Multiple Launch Rocket System, is a high-mobility automatic system based on an M270 weapons platform. The MLRS is capable of supporting and delivering all free flight basic and extended range (ERMLRS) rockets and the Army Tactical Missile System (ATACMS) Block I missiles. The MLRS launcher unit comprises an M270 launcher loaded with 12 rockets, packaged in two 6-rocket pods. The launcher, which is mounted on a stretched Bradley chassis, is a highly automated self-loading and self-aiming system. It contains a fire control computer that integrates the vehicle and rocket launching operations. Without leaving the cab, the crew of 3, driver, gunner, and section chief, can fire up to 12 MLRS rockets in less than 60 seconds. MLRS employs the shoot and scoot principle to limit vulnerability to counter battery fire. In addition to the M77 dual-purpose conventional submunition equipped with 644 high-explosive grenades for anti-personnel and light vehicle engagements, the system can deliver the West German-developed AT-2 scatterable mine warhead and has the potential for delivering other warheads. A growth program is underway to add the extended range MLRS, ERMLRS, which will increase the current range of the basic rocket from 31.8 km to a new range of approximately 50 kilometers. The guided MLRS, GMLRS, an additional combat support munition, is a modification to further enhance the range and accuracy of the ERMLRS. The M270 launcher accommodates the MLRS family of munitions, MFOM, including the Army Tactical Missile System, Army TACMS. MLRS is co-produced by the United States, Germany, the United Kingdom, France, and Italy.